Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm feeling super strange because for one, I haven't worn makeup in like a week and a half. I've been homesick with the flu, therefore no makeup, so I'm like kind of excited to put all this makeup on my face. And for two, I haven't filmed videos in like 3 weeks. It's been a really long time, so I'm just feeling like a little bit, I need to get my groove back, you know what I mean? And if I'm sounding a little bit like stuffy or kind of meh, it's because I just got over the flu, or I'm getting over the flu. You know what I mean. I've also gotten tons of new products to test out over the past kind of week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. Whether it's from PR or stuff that I've bought myself, I just feel like I have a ton of new stuff that I want to try out. I'm trying to accumulate things to kind of get ready for wedding makeup. So I have some stuff here that I'm going to try out. So I figured what better way to make myself feel better than to put a whole bunch of makeup on my face, right? I'm still trying to figure out like what foundation I'm going to wear for my wedding. So I went to Sephora to actually ask them simply about color matching, not particularly about like foundation like specifically, but I think I'm gonna do a spray tan before my wedding. And so I was kind of like looking at foundation, and I called a Sephora girl over to ask her like, hey, I'm gonna get a spray tan. Which one of these colors do you think would match me best? And I was looking at the YSL foundation because I was pretty confident at that point that that was the foundation I was gonna wear on my wedding. And the girl didn't even answer my question about color matching. She was just like, do not wear this foundation on your wedding day. And I was like, whoa. And she gave me like really bad anxiety because she was like, this foundation has SPF in it. You're gonna get flashback. You need to wear something that doesn't have SPF in it. And I've tested that foundation with flashback before, and I didn't get any flashback with it. I also think that, by the way, this is Benefit Professional, and then I'm going to use NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base for my eyes. And then I'm also going to go in with a second primer, the Guerlain L'Or, just because why not. Anyways, Casey Holmes, I'm pretty sure, used that on her wedding day too, and she said she didn't have a problem with flashback. But the lady at Sephora was like, do not use this one. So I feel like I'm kind of back to like square one, where I'm trying to decide what foundation I want to wear. For my engagement photos, I wore the Lancome Tint Ida Ultra, which also has SPF in it, but I didn't have any flashback at all for my engagement photos. Like, I have a photo right in front of me. We got like a canvas print, it's on our wall, and I didn't have any flashback at all with that. So I don't know if the photographer edited it out, photoshopped it out, or if I just truly didn't have any flashback. So I'm kind of thinking about using that one. But I also kind of want to try the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So I've had this foundation before, but I had it years ago. It used to be formulated with SPF in it, and SPF is what causes the flashback. But now they reformulated it and it doesn't have SPF in it. So I think I'm going to try this today, and maybe I'll do some like flashback, like flash photography to see like if there is any flashback like at nighttime. Maybe I'll go outside and have Matt take some photos or something just to see, because I don't know. I don't remember loving this foundation, but I also don't think I hated this foundation. Like I actually don't remember what my thoughts were. I bought the same color. I don't know why I smelled it. I bought the same color that I had before, which is 1C1 Cool Bone. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, this is a really good option. It's full coverage. It's a matte foundation. Definitely think I need a matte foundation because I'm going to be in a tropical environment and it's going to be like humid. Plus, I just have oily skin like to begin with, so like why wouldn't I want a matte foundation, you know what I mean? And this is like the matte foundation. I don't know why I put earrings in like before my makeup. This is actually a really good color match for me still. I guess my skin tone doesn't change very much. It looks super pretty on. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty on. I tried this foundation, like, I want to say I tried it before I got into YouTube. I could be wrong. I honestly don't really remember. I don't have it anymore, which means I got rid of it because it was probably too old, or I thought it was too old. This looks really good. I feel like I have a big problem with foundation on my nose. Does anybody else have that problem? This foundation also doesn't have a pump, which is making it like awkward to put on. Okay, I don't know if I need it that much. So I don't know what's going on with my nose, but I cannot seem to get foundation to stick to it for some reason. Like it just looks like red and nothing is sticking to it, but the rest of my face looks really, really good. I'm hoping concealer will stick to my nose. I wonder if it's the primer that I used, if it's the Professional, because I'm like, do you see that? But this foundation does look really nice on the skin. It doesn't look like cakey, it doesn't look heavy, it just kind of looks and feels like skin, and it's definitely like full coverage, which is perfect for something like photography. So maybe this is, you know, the answer to all my prayers. I don't know, I've never tested this with flashback before, so I'm a little bit nervous about that, but we'll see. Okay, moving on to setting powder. Becca sent me a whole bunch of stuff, which is super exciting because I love Becca products. The first one is their soft light blurring powder in the color Pink Haze, which I think I'm gonna use to set my under eyes. I don't really know. This product doesn't specify like specifically what it's for. It just says a real life wearable beauty filter that adds vibrancy to the complexion while it sets makeup and prolongs its wear. So I guess you can use it as an all over face powder, but I think I'm just gonna use it to set my under eyes, and then I'm gonna use something else to set my face. So, well, it only ripped off half of the sifter, which is probably okay. Like the cover that was on it, that's probably okay because these powder products are typically super messy. I think I'm gonna just tap some in the lid. The packaging is really like luxurious though. This is really cool. It's huge also. So I think I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. It definitely adds like a little bit of a pink tint. Like, see the difference? Which I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that definitely adds like a pink tint. So if you do not like pink tints, just know that this adds a tiny bit of that. Hopefully it stops my concealer from creasing. Like, look at how massive and like luxurious this packaging is. It's huge. It's the size of my hand, but there isn't very much product in it. There's 0.35 ounces, but it definitely is like such a pretty little thing. I'd love to set on my vanity. I do actually really like the way that that made my under eyes look. Now hopefully it just doesn't end up getting cakey, you know, throughout the day and whatnot. All right, let me get a fluffy brush back here. We'll get this one. I'm gonna use, sorry I keep like clearing my throat, but you know, getting over the flu. I'm gonna use the Hourglass Dim Light as an all-over setting powder. I think that this is something I'm considering for my bridal makeup just because it's not totally matte, but it does set the face and it just gives you like this lit from within but not dewy or shiny glow. You know what I mean? I'm not super into like the all-over glow. So I think something like this will be perfect. The last thing I'm going to do as far as setting my face goes is I'm going to take some of the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder and I'm just going to set my smile lines. We're going to bake them a little bit to make sure that they don't crease throughout the day. And then I'm also going to set my chin line and around my nose. I'm going to do my brows off camera just because this part takes me literally forever, but I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Brownie Pencil. I wasn't obsessed with this at first, but now I'm kind of getting the hang of it. It's just the product itself is a little bit more stiff than what I'm used to for doing my brows, but I'm going to use that and then the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Taupe, and the Too Faced one is in the color Taupe also, I believe. Yeah, Taupe. and I will be right back. Probably about time that I can dust off this bake. I'm really noticing how pink my under eyes look. Like, it doesn't look bad, it just looks like a pink tint, like a pink filter almost. It's different. Okay, for eyes, I'm really excited because I got some of the new Morphe palettes. These are the Morphe 15 pan palettes. I think they only sell them on the Morphe website, not Ulta. I could be wrong though. I will link them down below for you guys, per usual. This is driving me nuts, so stay back, hair. I got the day and night, so there's 15N and 15D, day and night. This one is the night palette, which I believe is a little bit more cool toned. So the night one, or the day one, is like orangey. It's almost like a miniature 35O. But this one, I want to say, if I remember correctly, has more cool tones in it. Oh, there's definitely still some warm tones in there, but it just has some kind of pretty purples over here. Just some fun colors that I haven't really used in a while, so I think I'm going to use this one. It looks so luxurious, like it's really heavy. There's a big giant mirror in here that's a really nice mirror, and I think it was only $15, like just super, super affordable, which is so nice. So I think I'm going to start out with, oh, these also have the names of the colors on them, which is really cool. The color Custom, which is just kind of a matte, ooh, I think I'm going to use the mirror in the palette. A matte cream color. I'm going to use this all over my eyes to kind of get things started. Really powdery, but that's not always a bad thing. Next I'm going to move into, I think I'm going to use Shook right here as a crease color. There isn't really like a, I typically would like to use a color between Custom and Goals, which is this one, as a crease color, but I don't really see, you know what, maybe I'll use Goals instead as a crease color. What brush do I want to use? Yeah, there's definitely a lot of kickback on these. They're really powdery, so just kind of be aware of that. They are blending fairly well, or this one is at least, into the crease. And although there's a lot of kickback, there doesn't seem to be a lot of fallout, which is a good thing. So next I'm gonna go into, I think I'm gonna go into Va Va Voom, which is kind of like this reddish, really pretty, ooh, look how pigmented that is. Really pretty kind of purpley, reddish brown, if I had to describe it. And I'm gonna put this on just kind of the outer part of my V, like kind of right where I put the other one on top of it, but focusing mostly on this outside part and then blending it all kind of in together. But this is how I like to do my eyeshadow, is I like to do like a crease color and then a color that's a little bit darker on the crease still, but just the outside of the crease to just kind of like, you know, give depth and definition and kind of like a cat eye type look. Not cat eye, but you know what I'm trying to say. And then I just dot it like this and blend it. And see how that eye just looks a little bit more complex than this eye? I don't know. That's how I like to do my eyes. I am sweating. It is like, it's like 80 degrees in Charlotte today, which is insane because it's February, what's today? The 24th? It's hot. I think I'm going to use the color Illustrated for all over my eyes. This is like a, ooh, it's really soft. It's kind of a darker color. It's almost like a taupey, kind of silvery brown, if that makes any sense. So I think I'm going to use that all over my eye, and then I'm going to go in with Unique and dot it right in the center of the eye. And that'll be my, ooh, or do I want to use Craze? No. I'm going to use Illustrated. So, put this all over my eyes. I could probably use a wet brush or like Fix Plus to make this color more intense, but that's okay. Before I do the center of the lid, I'm just going to go back and slightly dab back into Va Va Voom and kind of carve out the crease again. Sometimes it gets lost when you put an all over lid color especially if it's a darker all over lid color. Sometimes it just gets a little bit lost. Your crease does. So I'm just gonna go back, kind of carve this out a little bit. Okay, then back to the palette, back to Unique, which is the same consistency as Illustrated, but it's just a lighter kind of gold color. And dot that right in the center. For lower lash line, I'm gonna mix together Va Va Voom and Goals, which are the two colors I used in my crease. So I'm gonna dot back and forth, mix them together, and buff that on my lower lash line. For lower waterline eyeliner, I'm gonna use my Makeup Forever Aqua XL in M60, which is just a dark brown, and buff this in my waterline. A quick coat of mascara, and then I'm gonna do some falsies. I got some new Lily lashes. I'm super excited about them. So just one coat of roller lash to get my lashes going. For lashes, I'm actually using brand new lashes and brand new lash glue. Look at me. So for the lashes, they're Lily lashes. These are the, I guess Lily used to be sold at Sephora for a brief moment. I remember I actually bought some. I bought like a kit. I didn't realize individuals were sold there, but now they're on Hot Look. And I got these for really, really inexpensive. These are the style London. So I think this is the first Hot Look purchase I've actually like ever made. I always browse them, but I never actually buy anything, so this is pretty exciting. I'm kind of sad that the Lily lashes didn't last at Sephora. I feel like that would just make them so much easier to buy. I've never used them before, but so we shall see. Here's what they look like. They're just kind of wispy and pretty, and I'm so excited. And then for lash glue, I got the House of Lashes lash glue. I asked you guys on Twitter which lash glue you recommend because I was using the Ardell glue and it was making my eyes water really, really bad. So I wanted to try something else, and a couple of you recommended the House of Lashes. So I hope that these lashes fit my lash without having to cut them. I hate having to cut lashes. Nope, those are too big. Have to cut them. This glue has like a iridescent finish to it. I hope it works okay. These lashes are humongous, you guys. I didn't think they were gonna be so like, but it's okay. They're really, really pretty still. Okay, let me zoom you guys out and let's do the rest of my face makeup. So for bronzer, I'm gonna use what Becca sent me. They sent me their Sunlit Bronzer in the color Coastal Capri Coastal. I know that Becca came out with these a little while ago. Ooh, this packaging is nice. It's like their highlighters, but gold. Ooh. Is there sparkle in it? No sparkle. So I know they came out with these a little while ago, probably like a year and a half ago maybe. And I've always slightly had my eye on them. Is there shimmer? There's probably like a sheen. I don't think it's totally matte. But I had never had a chance to try it, so it's pretty. It's not too dark, not too light. They have them in different colors, which is nice. For blush, I'm gonna use the new Jouer blush duos. Oh, I'm so excited about these. I kind of went on a hunt for the color Adore because it was sold out for a while. And they're so pretty, you guys. Look at that. So this is the more like nude, slightly peachy one. And I'm gonna go in with a lighter color on my cheeks. Love this. And then I'm gonna go back to the darker color and put it just right here. And then for highlight, I have two highlighters that I'm really like itching to use. The first one is by Becca. This is another product that they sent to me. This is in the color Gradient Glow. This is a new product, and I want to say it's an Ulta exclusive. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's an Ulta exclusive. Basically, if you can see, it's a little line of all of their highlighters. So it's their color Blushed Amber, Moonstone, Opal, Rose Gold, and then there's one more. I don't know if it's on the box or not. Bronzed Amber, Moonstone, Opal, Rose Gold, and Topaz. So you can either like swirl them all together or target your brush to like one or two specific colors. I think I'm gonna just kind of mix Opal and Moonstone together. Moonstone is actually my favorite highlighter of pretty much all time. So I'm kind of excited that this is like a mixture of, ooh, so pretty, of everything. I like that you can kind of customize it. It's like, I mean, you get the best of everything in one little palette, which is such a cool concept. So pretty. So there's this one. God, I love this. Love, love. And then I also got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. This one looks a little bit more gold in the box, so I don't know, I might hold off on this one and use it at a different time. I mean, look at how pretty that is though, you guys. Maybe I'll put a little bit of it on. So pretty. All right, I'm gonna spray my face with some Urban Decay All Nighter. Last step is lips, and I'm trying to go for more of like a peachy nude as opposed to a pinky nude. I usually go for pinky nudes, but I'm feeling kind of peachy today. So I'm gonna use the Bite Beauty lip pencil in the color 10 and Max Peach Blossom, which is actually one of my most favorite lipsticks pretty much ever. It's a contender for wedding makeup, so that's how you know it's really good. Okay guys, I'm gonna go do something with this hair and I will be right back. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. I love it. I love it so much. I think my foundation is looking super nice. The only place it looks a tiny bit cakey is right around my nose. I think I just need to find a better primer for my nose because that happens with all foundations, not just this one. But like everywhere else, it just looks so nice and I don't feel like it looks cakey. And this highlighter is like so pretty. Everything turned out really good. I'm seriously trying now to find wedding makeup. So I think a lot of these are contenders. These lashes are humongous. Definitely not wedding lashes, but like really fun for today and like a fun flirty date night or something like that. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this kind of chatty tutorial, my first video back after like 3 weeks of not filming. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit weird and a little bit long and a little bit chatty. I actually just deleted a whole bunch of stuff off of my camera and I think I might have deleted some of this video. We'll see when I get to editing. Anyways, alright guys, I'm gonna go hop off and get some lunch. Hop off, I don't know. I need to go. I'm hungry. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.